How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Welcome back to this week's DragonFable release video, and for this week we actually have quite a lot of stuff to go through. So let me turn off the music first and then we'll go through some of the stuff here inside of the design note. So of course we have the main story. Okay, Green Guard Alliance, Dragon's blah blah blah. We'll look at that later, and there is a whole bunch of bug changes and bug fixes that I'll briefly go through. Okay, so some changes to last week's Never Apart challenge. Finally, some nerfs. Okay, thank God, because it was a super hard challenge. Achilles' defensive scaling from shield charge has been reduced from 2 times to 1 times. Okay, so it's halved. Pachoka's continuation shield or scaling reduced from 20 per hit to 15 per hit. Okay, so this one I don't think it's such a big change, honestly speaking. Pachoka's termination activation damage reduced to 8 times base to 12 times base. You mean from 12 times base? Little typo here. Okay, termination activation healing reduced from 33% to 17%. Okay, so this is huge. The healing nerf is really huge, and I like this change. Pachoka's enraged termination boost increased to 125 from 100. So yeah, you're going to get punished harder if you decide to buff while his termination is up. So yep. Bug fixes. Okay, many of these may require clearing your cache. Fix and issue the quest first date where leaving the quest will not reset your class. Plus, help from the locker skill should no longer prevent enemies from playing their defeat animations. Added a sneaky bypass button to lock 2 in the archive wall. Fix an issue where turning in the items required for the quest fireworks from limb would cause errors. Fix an issue where using extra turns will prevent you from selecting enemies using the mouse. Yes, thank you very much. Much needed change for sure. Fix an issue when enemy in the Ares Battlespire arena using extra turns will allow you to gain control for a turn. This is interesting. I did not expect them to touch Ares Battlespire. Maybe it's part of the extra turns fix, but I don't know, man. Are we going to see an Ares PvP update soon? I'm very excited for that, because Ares Battlespire PvP has been one of my most favorite parts of the game. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most neglected parts of the game, and the staff did say that it's not high up on their priority list the last I asked. So who knows, we might see that in 2022. Alright, fix an issue when creating a Soulforge X, Wand or Scythe where after selecting a blade, you'll be unable to go back from the hilt selection screen. Fix an issue at teleporting when the character model is at an angle to keep the character's angle. Adjusted some monster locations in the quest adrift to prevent problems progressing. Okay, attempting to leave the quest New Horizon will cause an error, and then subsequently trying to finish the quest will crash the game. Clicking the leave button on the first page of the first book in the quest code through will soft lock the game. Stretch was using the wrong graphic in Nighttime Book 1 Falcon Reach. Fire Eater enemy had a NAND resistance. Okay, this one quite well known. Okay, I've noticed this for quite some time now. Nice that they fixed it, though it doesn't really affect anything. Tinder Spawn where Smash debuff affected a bonus instead of boost. Tinder Spawn where some classes will attack backwards. Trying to save a weapon to a build besides default as both equipped and slaughtered will not properly save the weapon. Oh, this is nice. Clarify the skill description of Warrior's defense skill. Fix an issue where the player could not approach Kara and Sulanska from the left side. Yeah, I think this was a... I didn't realize that this was a bug. Okay. Fix some incorrect characters in the descriptions of the Woodman's daggers. Still a number of bugs to address, but I managed to clear the backlog by quite a bit. And that's all for this week. Next week we plan to have another main story release as your journey deeper into Dragon's Bard continues. Very exciting. Also, something that I'd like to note that it says that we need our self-containment unit helm. I don't know if that is like really needed or is like just for flavor, but we'll just grab it from the bank just in case we really need it. Okay, so let's get this. Just in case, right? Just in case. You never know. Also, one more thing to note, look at that meteor, guys. It is getting closer. What do you guys think it is? Okay, you can see this inside of Adventure Quest, inside of DragonFable, inside of AQ Worlds. I don't know, I think it's probably in AQ 3D and like Epic Duel as well. I'm not 100% sure on those games because I don't really play those games, but yeah, I think this is something to do with their 20th anniversary event. This year is Artix Entertainment's 20th anniversary, so they are probably planning something big across all of their games. Very excited to see that as well. Okay, so let's go to Book 3 Dragon's Bard and play through the main story release, Roots of Change. Oh, equip or show to play this quest. Okay, so you can just show it. Interesting. Whoops, all my stuff are unequipped. Let me just equip them first, because I was doing some testing a few things. So you can just show it actually. You don't really need to have it equipped. That's nice though. What purpose does it serve though? Is it just to show that we need the helm? Oh god, this is quite loud. Hello, Yix, please allow me to welcome you to Sword Haven. No offense, Your Majesty, but some of your citizens already have with spittle and unkind words. I can only apologize for the way you must have been treated under my father's rule and the proliferation of the roles. The worst of our tendencies have been allowed to fester in the hearts of our people. Mistrust, prejudice, and hate, great motivators all, both but cruel and decaying to our souls. Or Sword Haven always like this. Ahem. Right, sorry. So C tells me that you have information on the new Rose airship that has recently arrived in the city. That we do is coated with Tritril. Now what exactly does this Tritril coating mean? What is it? Tritril is an Attilan mineral. Came with them when their city showed up before the whole Rose fiasco. It used to protect things from harmful magical radiation. Magical radiation? Such as what? Oh boy, so my experience was it. With it also involved the ship. In that case, it was used to protect against the ambient magical weirdness of the void. The ambient weirdness is what the Attila call radiation. Sounds dangerous. How did they even get their hands on enough Tritril to coat their airship? The Rose withdrew from Atreya after the proclamation reef was destroyed, didn't they? My understanding is that there was some debris that arrived with the city when it first appeared, some of which contained hefty Tritril deposits. And the Rose seems to have a way of finding what they want. Their goals then. Does this mean they intend to travel into the void? Ah, perhaps I can be of help here. Hold me up, please. I really need to finish making you that chassis. So you keep saying, anyway, your queenliness, while the void is a possibility, the airship does not seem fitted for void sea travel. No, whatever the Rose is doing is on this plane, on law. Then that only leaves the Fissure. I can only assume that the Fissure exudes a large amount of magical energy that affects the areas immediately around it, which will therefore require a certain amount of protection. I see. Thank you for the information, Yix. If I may ask, what are your plans now? Do you have somewhere safe to stay? Well, Yix figured whatever was going on with the airship and the Rose probably wasn't good, since they had to bribe a bunch of gnomes to make it. Anyone had a bright idea of coming here to tell you or whoever was in charge here all about that. Didn't think much beyond that, honestly. Well then, if you like, you may stay here in the castle. As events develop, I'm sure I'll have much need of your expertise. Yeah, probably. A most generous offer, your cleanliness. I told her I ordered her to stop investigating the Fissure. That was part of bringing the alliance together. What do? The Rose has been instrumental in rebuilding after the Titans' attack. I can't simply expel them from the city. Most of them live here too. With Korriban, Kara and the Golden Hand off in the Northlands, I couldn't oppose Jania by force even if I wanted to. Is this why father let Jania do whatever she wanted? Did he have no choice? From what I've seen, there appears to have been a slight shift of Rose troops southward under General Cantus's command. However, all other obligations have been fulfilled as you requested. She's not even neglecting her duties then, just playing around them. I have to see if I can convince the nobles to provide less funding to the Rose, slow down their progress. And once everyone comes back from the Northlands, maybe you can confront her. So everyone's broken, things need to change, and as queen I can lead the charge. But is it right for me to use my position to go against what the people want? What, even if I know what they want is wrong? Father's answer to that question was quite clear. Oh, the dilemmas of being a queen. Cersei, please send a messenger to Falconry. See if there are any displaced refugees in need of work. So even is rebuilding, and I will have it to be rebuilt not by the Rose, but by all of Greenguard's people. It will be done. And what do we have here? Oh, our dragon has the self-containment unit shown as well, or equipped as like a cosmetic for this quest. That's quite interesting. This is the first time we've seen that we actually need an item or require an item in order to play a quest. That's quite interesting. Looks like the Dragonlords have kept themselves busy at least. Ah, finally, there you are. Took your time strolling through the ruins, did you? And what are those ridiculous helmets you're wearing? They are for our own protection, Captain. We don't know what these spores might do. And what of the Dragon Slayers report? A significant number of Dragon Slayers have survived. Those we've found are escorting the wounded and weak along the path we cleared. We've learned about the Hollow. There is the Fungal foes as well. It will appear that they are a product of the fungus. That's all. Well, I suppose it's a lot to ask from Dragon Slayers to be more observant. A lot to ask? Oh boy. Do you have any idea of the nightmare we've been through trying to protect the townspeople? Clearly, we managed to establish an encampment here after all. We've encountered some fierce resistance. How did you and the Dragonlords fare, Captain? These Hollow, as you call them, were no match for us. As you can see, we established a perimeter and are setting up camp. Our dragons are working on opening up the area above us to the sky for area access and supply transportation. What's the next step then? The Dragon Lords will continue to secure the area and expand the perimeter. The more we can bring back under our control, the safer it will be. The Dragon Slayers will continue searching for any survivors. They know this area better than us after all. Considering their difficulties in combat, Galanov, you will rejoin and accompany them. Very well. Caliban, you and your alliance will be our spear point. We need to find out where the hollow come from. Specifically, you will begin heading toward the main stock in the center of the city. Our scouts say that. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, hold on to something everyone. What is happening? Explain now. The fungus, it's... Oh god. Boss fight time. Oh god, what is this? By the avatars. When we heard about the fungus erupting overnight, I didn't imagine it would be this quick. This had to have been intentional. Whatever's below us knows we are here. What are those strange growths? It seems almost like... Oh boy. Oh my god. This looks like a scene right out of the Alien movie. There's your answer, Captain. To arms, defend the camp. Oh my god, the lag is real. And I am also happening to be using the... what do you call that? Launcher, yeah. The unofficial launcher, not the official Arctics launcher. So yeah, the fact that it's this laggy. Then again, it might have to do with me rendering a video in the background, and also add on to the fact that I am running another game in the background, so yeah. Oh boy, okay, never mind. Apologize for the lag, guys. Probably shouldn't be that laggy. Oh, we couldn't kill them. Ah, sucks. Maybe we should try equipping Uragiri. Maybe that will kill them. Let's try Uragiri instead. One down. Uragiri is going to work better. I have a fully offensive setup here. Here, drink this potion. Keep those things away from me. Full heal. Oh. Nice of Slava to give us a heal in the middle of battle. I guess this is to help out the lower level players who might be having trouble. Or players who don't have such good gear. Otherwise, for a max level player with like the best equipment, really shouldn't be a problem. I mean, of course, the only problem you'll run into is how long it takes, but that's not really a problem, is it? Hurry up. Get these mushrooms out of my camp. Follow Dragon Slayer. Okay, this should one-shot him. There we go. Follow human. Take this Dragon Slayer medkit. The last wave is here. No holding back. Full heal. Okay, nice. Maybe you shouldn't use Uragiri for this. Let's do Apotheosis. So this is the last wave. Wow, that was a bit faster than I expected. Alright, I expected there to be more waves, but not complaining. Nice. Wait, this guy is still alive. What? Okay. Oh, does ice not work that well? What's going on? Oh, the 50% resistance to ice. Okay. We'll do hack first. Multi, finish off that guy. Okay, nice. Okay, let's finish off this guy. Follow Dragon Slayer. Probably gonna need another turn. Yeah, one more turn should do it. Yeah, it's not exactly a tough fight, just kinda long. 192, really? There we go. And what do we have now? Let's see. The speed, the precision, simply fascinating. I wish I could share your enthusiasm about killer mushrooms. Is everyone doing okay? Belfort, I can see now why establishing a foothold here could prove problematic. You, Dragon Slayer, Court, sir. Court, how often does something like this occur? It's hard to say. It's the first time I've seen one in person. A lot of the time they come through inside buildings or other dark places. Perhaps whatever is below thinks of us as a major threat then. As it should. What do you mean below? The main mass of the fungus seems to be below the city, below the ice. You didn't think that was relevant before? I recall being told that advice was not needed from the likes of me. Oh. Ooh. It seems to me that we must travel under the city. Is there any way below? Not near any of the new growth, but maybe near the main store, but that's sure to be the most dangerous part of the city. That's the next target, then the Alliance will push for the main store and see what they can find. Court, once the rest of the Dragon Slayers return, start scouring for any more survivors. If these things are just popping out everywhere, I think not Galanov, I'm the captain here and I'll be giving the orders. The Dragon Slayers shall stay here and help us secure the camp. Once that's finished and the dragons burn through the top, we'll see about setting up a supply line in the wake of the Alliance. Understood, Captain. Okay, Captain Lestrade, being the alpha male here, taking the charge. Okay. And oh, we see Valen, aka Sepulture here, in Warlick's tower, I think. The Great Sepulture, undecided and disadvantage. What a pleasure. And of course, we have Sand. Is there something you require? Did Warlick tell you what happened to me? Emotions, crushing denial, burned to the core. Are you still in pain? What a question. Mentally, yes, there is a storm inside my head, a storm of past deeds and foolish thoughts. Warlick calls it guilt. But as for my physical form, I am no longer in constant agony. Sometimes I remember the excruciating external pain, but even those memories have begun to fade. What do you want from me? Both you and Warlick are delaying your actions, delaying your inevitable return to Sword Haven. What's your excuse? I'm waiting for the right. You are afraid, just as Warlick is. I fear nothing. You fear Acanthus. You're afraid that if you confront him again, even with the blue mage at your side, you will not return. Whoa, is Acanthus really that powerful? More powerful than Warlick and Sepulture combined? Damn, he is a massive threat then. That you will not return home for your daughter. I'm waiting for Warlick to prepare. And Warlick has his own fears paralyzing him. He's just spending his time meditating. Even with the potential fate of Law in the balance with Graveline's fate. You both would rather do nothing and let Acanthus win than act and potentially do the wrong thing. And what are you doing in all of this? You speak of guilt and pain and fear, but all I see you doing is warming the furniture. I'm giving you a push, aren't I? The Sepulture I followed will not be stopped by petty things such as mistakes or uncertainty. That's fair. Wow, but Acanthus, man, this gives us a small glimpse into how powerful Acanthus is. If even Warlick and like Sepulture, the likes of those two combined, are afraid of him. Wow, can you imagine the power that Acanthus will have? I think we'll see a very exciting boss fight with Acanthus soon. I don't know if it will be by the end of this year, given how they are progressing, but yeah, maybe even in challenge. Wow, this is very interesting to me. Frozen Fungal Fiber. So several things it could be useful in the future. We just keep this first. Is it DC tag? No, okay. So yeah, that's going to do it for this week's release video, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Peace out.